Hey guys, Avery here, and we are back with another episode of our Lumberjacks expansion MyLeague. We are going to get into our first game, and it looks like we are going to be playing the Clippers at home, so we're going to get to see our arena and the new jerseys. I also wanted to look at the transaction report. I want to be able to kind of see where some of the top free agents signed during the offseason. I know you guys were kind of wondering about that as well, so that way we kind of know what to expect and where to expect them at. Let's see here. It looks like Kevin Durant went to the Pacers. DeAndre Jordan went to the Kings. So we'll be seeing Jordan quite a bit. Julius Randle went to the Magic. So Kevin Durant, looks like the Knicks lost out on him as well, and he went to Indiana, so we won't have to see him, which is a blessing because we our small forwards are 72 overall. It would have been a horrible matchup. Let's look on down here too, guys. Also, let me know in the comment section below how y'all thought about the past couple videos, what I could do better. Like I said, I'm just now kind of getting into doing these videos, and it's still kind of new to me. So if I can do anything better or anything like that, just let me know. I know my sound isn't the greatest right now. I'm literally using the mic that comes with the PS4. I just wanted to be able to get some videos out there for you guys. It looks like the Bulls signed Derrick Rose to a 3-year deal. So he's going home to Chicago. This Klay Thompson, there's our signing. It looks like Kemba Walker signed with the Nashville Stars. So that was one of their big signings. And DeMarcus Cousins, he went to the Knicks. So you guys picked up Cousins. He got a max contract. Didn't quite happen for him in the offseason this year as he went to the Lakers, but if he plays well this year, he might be able to get a max contract next year, kind of like this. Dwayne Wade re-signed with the Heat. Looney re-signed with the Warriors. Bazingas signed with the Mavs. Rudy Gay signed with the Spurs. And Kyrie Irving went back to the Celtics. So we will go ahead and kind of get into our first game here. I'll go ahead and do the training, show y'all a little bit of the top prospects as well. I want Jay to work with Isaiah, make him a spark plug and a flashy passer. I think that will work pretty well. Talon Horton Tucker, I want him to work as well because Klay Thompson, of course, is the best. He can definitely work getting him up as well. And then we have Bol Bol. I want him to work with, let's see here, if I can find him, Steven Adams. And I think that will be good for him. Let's see. I think I pretty much have everyone set right now. Eric Paschal, I'll have him work with can't really have him work with Shabazz. I have him work with Michael Beasley, might as well make him a little bit more helpful. Alright guys, so we are in Anchorage. This is our first game ever in Alaska. The NBA has come to Alaska, and so has Jay Morant and Klay Thompson. And we will see how this team fares. Let me know what y'all think of the arena. I tried to do it as best as I could. It is the Sprint Center. Just picked a different logo to kind of take over and be that specific brand that we're looking for. And Ojale drives, and he's going to hit the first basket. So Ojale gets our first points of our franchise, and Klay Thompson is going to be guarding. And as we kind of go through this season, I'm going to get a lot better with announcing and pronouncing names, but announcing and doing the things that most announcers do as he drives there and scores. I'm going to try and get the names up. I know it's kind of hard, but Ojale drives again, and he's going to score again. It looks like him coming out of that corner and driving is definitely a good option for us as Jay kind of moves in here. Adams is going to try and guard Harrell, and then Alexander gets it back. He's going to kick it over to Williams, and Williams is going to shoot. He's going to miss, but Harrell gets it back and definitely going to put it right back up. I think it's Harrell, but y'all can make fun of me in the comments. It's okay. Just let me know about my weird pronunciations of the names. I'm like that teacher, the substitute teacher that didn't know the names and just kind of winged it. It's been a while since I've actually got to see the NBA. I'm more of a college fan, so some of these players are new to me, and it's still getting used to them. But Harrell hits it right there, and it looks like he's going to be one of their main options. As Jay kind of brings it up, Klay Thompson's over in the corner. I think I'm going to take a three, and he's going to hit it. That's why we gave him the big bucks. That's why we gave him $95 million for 3 years, and he's definitely proving that we made a good choice there. And as you can see, I'm still trying to get fairly used to the game. Like I said, I'm usually a football guy, playing Madden, playing NCAA, as Harrell literally gets like 4 rebounds there. There's no excuse for that. Ojale takes the corner 3, he misses, but you know, as we kind of go along, I'm going to see what Tyson Chandler can kind of offer. It's where I kind of gave him the minimum deal. If he's too old and starts acting slow or just not being able to keep up, I will release him and kind of go to free agency. But Klay, he's just too quick and blow by his defender. It looks like the Clippers are going to be kind of an even game. I'm going to try and play as much as I can of this game. There is going to be a couple games where I do simulate ahead a couple quarters, especially if it kind of gets out of hand. With us being such a young team, it might get out of hand pretty quick as Adam scores a 2 there. We're shooting at 88%, but like I said, it might get out of hand on a couple games, and if it does, I'll simulate. If we can get back in, I'll definitely get us back in. If we can't, then we'll just kind of go on to the next game or adjust where we need to adjust. But looks like Alexander is definitely taken Jay to the woodshed, as Jay hasn't done too much, but I guess that's what you kind of get when you have Adams and Klay Thompson on the roster as well. Isolating Jay, I don't know if that's going to work. I think he's definitely, like I said, he's definitely a star. He's definitely what we looked for as he puts it up there. He already has 4 assists and 2 points. So he's definitely somebody, like I said, that can run this team, that I think is going to give us a really good option at point guard to do a lot. As Thompson, you know, is kind of our defensive star. One of the main reasons I signed him too is to definitely get him away from Golden State, because we're going to have to see them, and I just don't want to see somebody like Klay Thompson on the other side too often. So I'd rather have him on our side, and it was a great signing. It kind of gives us a couple years to build, and you know that I believe in 2021, so in 2 years I think we have 3 first-round picks. So that's something that we can definitely look at then about maybe. I gave him a no trade clause, so I can't move him, but maybe drafting his predecessor so he can start working with them as well. Or maybe Horton Tucker will be that. I also put Shamari Pons and Isaiah Roby into the G League so that they can kind of progress there and continue to grow. As Ojale misses that one. But yeah, I put them there to kind of progress and continue to grow. I think we have enough depth at center, especially with Bol, that I think he can fill in at the point guard while Isaiah Roby kind of continues to grow. And then with Shamari Pons being one of our weaker players, I want to go ahead and probably leave him in the G League for most of the year. As Klay Thompson picks it off there, he's going to give it to Jay Morant, and he's going to give it off to Alex Pretheris. He's going to put it up and score. Clearly, the fast break is going to be one of our better options as Pretheris scores his third basket there. And Jay, he's definitely the player to run that fast break. He's kind of that slashing point guard. He's going to be pass first. He wants to get people involved, but he can also definitely score the basket. Again, guys, I haven't played NBA 2K very much. If there's any kind of controls that y'all can, let me know to make the game a little bit easier. Definitely let me know, and I will adjust how it is. I don't quite know how to run plays. I know there's a way to do it. I do a lot of fast break and pick and roll, or fast breaks and easy transition points, and then I like to shoot a lot of threes as well. So Klay Thompson misses that dunk there. It's a little embarrassing, but Ojale is able to get it back and put it back up. And the $1 million that we got of Ojale, that seems to be a very good investment, as they're going to take a timeout. And then, Jay's at 81. Go ahead and make some substitutions. I want to see some of these backups, see what they got, as we have so many people to kind of go through and see how they adjust. Adams still looks good. Klay Thompson still looks good. I'm going to leave them in there for now. It looks like the computer had other options. They took out all 5 of them. So sorry guys, I freaking looked the other way and then they hit the 3 right in my face. So don't make fun of me too much. But I guess we're gonna see what happens with our backup players and how well they are. As Tyson Chandler slams that one home right there. That's why we gave him the minimum contract. So once a defensive player of the year, he's won a championship as well. I wanted to be able to try and bring that defensive prowess to our team, especially with Steven Adams. I think he's a really good rebounder, but I think Tyson Chandler can kind of bring that prowess to us. I think Bol is going to definitely be good at shot blocking. Sorry. And we will kind of see what happens. But the Lumberjacks look like they're in good control of this game so far. It's 27-21. There's 4 minutes left. And we're just trying to, even things out and see where everybody's at. This is kind of our tester game to see what is going to happen as Tyson Chandler gets blocked and then fouls. Tyson Chandler is definitely getting up there in age. He can't move the way he used to, and I think we're starting to see that here. But I think he's a good pickup. I think he's going to be somebody that we can kind of rely on to at least get a couple points. As long as we kind of get 8 to 12 out of him, I'm really happy, especially with that minimum contract that we gave him. Isaiah Thomas, I think he's going to be a good backup. until Shamari Pons can get there, or we can draft another point guard. So looks like Shabazz went and scored right there. So we are off to a pretty good start, guys. And I don't think you can be quite too upset with that, especially since things are going pretty well here. As Klay Thompson again blocks it, he is all over the defensive board. Beasley picks it up, almost gets the N1, but he gets fouled. So we have a lot of veterans that were at one point very promising or were very great players, meaning that Tyson Chandler being the defensive player, and then Beasley being the number 2 overall pick. I just want to see if we can kind of give them a breath of new life. I just think if we don't, they're just going to kind of sit there in free agency, and then they're just going to retire. I know we're trying to get young, and we're trying to, oh wow, he went back, we're going to get the ball back, guys. So that's what happens when you go up against Klay Thompson. It looks like Klay Thompson, and if he continues this route, he might be looking at Defensive Player of the Year. And, like I said, that's kind of why we gave him the bigger contract that we did. And looks like Beasley's going to go back to the line, as he's good at drawing out those fouls there. But he's just not good at shooting free throws. Or maybe it's me. So it is now 33-23. We're winding down in the first quarter. Again, guys, let me know your all's thoughts on the game, your all's questions about some of the things that you've gone through in my league. I love to hear from other gamers, other players, and their experiences. My league is great with just being able to build your own story and your own franchise. And I didn't want to use a team that was already established, and I wanted to be able to build my own, and kind of build from the ground up. And the last place that you're really going to think that an NBA team or the NBA is going to put a team is Alaska, especially with, I think the population was only like 10,000. But it looks like these fans have definitely packed out this arena. They are excited to see the Lumberjacks today. So Shabazz in the corner, he can't hit it. I should have put that one up instead of passing it out, but I wanted to go for it. We're a little bit ahead. There's all right. So first quarter's winding down. We have about 20 seconds left. It seems like the Lumberjacks are moving along. They're moving in the right direction, and we just kind of gotta keep going along. It looks like a lot of our players are really good. Some of them are older than what we wanted, and they're moving a little bit slower. As Bol almost made that one. That would have been a crazy three-pointer for him to make. The Clippers, they're playing good. They were a playoff team last year. They're a team that I know a lot of people are looking at. They didn't get Kawhi like they did in real life, but they seem to be moving along pretty well. We are going to be starting the second half, or the second quarter now. Second half, as y'all can see, NCAA football and Madden is my jam, and it's kind of hard to break myself from that. So we are going to be starting the second quarter, and as we get things kicked off, we'll see what our backups can still do, as most of them are still in there. And Harrison's going to bring this one up. He's going to find Horton Tucker on the wing as he drives, but can't get in. That's kind of why I picked the coach I did, because honestly, like I said, I'm a very drive and shoot layup type team. Slashing guards are work well with me as Bobo draws the foul there. But I didn't want to just sign a lot of the major stars. I wanted to kind of pick some of the people right around 75, 70 range and be able to kind of, make them stand out, because when it comes to starting up a new expansion and a new team, you don't get just all these superstars. Um, Luckily we didn't have a lot of cap space, so we were able to pick up quite a few people. But in the same sense, you gotta also look at, we have a lot of no names or brand new names, as Bobo gets it back and puts it back in for his 6 point. Aaron Harrison, he's been averaging about 8 points in the past couple seasons, and I'm really excited with him because he just fits my shooting personality, the way that I shoot. And Bobo slams that one down on the fast break, and this kid is just amazing. Um, it makes me think about Steven Adams. I mean, we're going to keep on to him. I think he's going to be a good piece, but he might only be here for a year or the two. I know he's only signed to 2 years, but he might only be here for a year. As it goes in for Gallinari and one. So we're just going to have to see. It all depends on how Bobo develops. If he develops at a fast rate, it's going to be a lot quicker. So he brings it up. Let's see what we can do here. Bobo's had the hot hand. Harold kind of has him locked down that time. Horton Tucker tries to drive it, but he couldn't get it in. Beasley brings down the rebound. I think I might need to be getting a timeout as Bobo draws another foul. It looks like that's going to be kind of his bread and butter, as he almost has 10 points, and he's 4-4 on the line. I mean, you can't really discount that. He's a second round pick. I honestly had forgotten about him in the draft until we seen him. I think he's going to really fit well into what we do here. It has Bobo as my point guard. That is absolute insanity, and not in a good way. I want to put in Isaiah. I just had to laugh at that one for a second. I don't see why they're simulating my people out. I'm trying to. Again, guys, let me know in the comment section if you know how to do that. Because I'm still trying to learn all this stuff. I wanted to see what Paschal has. He's still kind of young, but with my guys only being 72 overall on the small forward, he's only 68 overall, so it's not too big of a gap. So I can still give him a couple minutes. It's not going to be a lot of minutes, but he's got a couple minutes. As Steven Adams blocks that, but he blocks it right into the basket. Some things like that just happen on this game. As Paschal, let's see what he can do here. He passes it off. He gives it to Prethris. He's going to take it up and in. I like the low post game. As you can see, Prethris has 10. Again, guys, the reason I picked him up is he's just a good overall defensive guy. And I think our team being so defensive with Klay Thompson and with Tyson Chandler, Steven Adams, I think down low is pretty much a lockdown zone. Harrison's going to take that one up and in. And we are jumping out to a big lead. So we might be jumping ahead in this game. We will see at halftime. I might simulate just one quarter, and we will see what happens. But Alexander drives it in. He tries to bring it up and over, and Harold's able to bring it down and get it back in. There's 10 for him as well. really don't like passing it over the top like that. Some of the passing animations on this are a little bit wonky. I don't even know what happened there as he pulled up and shot it. And that's his first 2 points, the rookie being able to hit that tough shot. That was really good. And really good to see that when you're in your young talent. See if we can hit this wide open three. And he nails it. So maybe Eric Paschal is somebody that we can give a couple more minutes to as he continues to prove himself. I mean, you can't get too mad when it's 2 minutes and he already has 5 points. So again, guys, let me know what y'all think. Let me know what you think of the arena. Let me know what you think of the uniforms. I do have some alternates. I will try and get them on there. If anybody knows how to use the alternates, let me know, because usually I just don't design them because I don't even know how to change the uniforms. But maybe you can only use them a couple times a year or something. I'm not quite sure how the NBA works out, but the Lumberjacks are going to take a timeout. It looks like we are doing really well, especially since a playoff caliber team. We will see how this one goes. Maybe Ojale was the right choice, but he's missing. He drives, he shoots, and he misses again, and he's got a cold streak. So we went from having a hot shooter to an absolute cold shooter, and I think I'm going to take another timeout and put Eric back in, because it's 60 to 46. We still have a lot of time left on this clock. I want to leave Eric Paschal in. I think that's probably going to be our best bet. So Thomas is going to bring it up. We're going to try and get a lot of people involved here, as Thomas is able to get it, but Steven Adams gets it back. He puts it in, but he can't get it in. Tyson Chandler doing what he could, but he just wasn't enough as Gallinari scores there. He's 5 of 7 from the field, and it just seems like there's no stopping him right now. So we have to come up with an answer for him, because he seems like to be the only player that's really kind of taking it to us, as Klay Thompson really just kind of throws that one up there and hopes for the best, and he makes it. That's his 7th point of the game. Chandler's working it around. Thompson almost steals it again. Again, Thompson is such a great defensive player. I've never used him. This is the first time I actually went for him in free agency. I did that for you guys. I really wanted to have that kind of superstar, as Isaiah Thomas hits a 3, and it seems like we are just not missing today. Everybody's on cue. This is a really well put together team. I do want to be able to develop a lot of young new talent, and that is what I'm going to be focusing on. Majority of it is Tyson Chandler is able to get a wide open look there. I tried to bring it home and slam it, but I forgot the move. I just shot. So but at least he was able to make it. And it seems, our backup players, our bench players are playing really well. We're getting a lot of defensive rebounds, but we're also getting a lot of offensive rebounds. And I think if we can continue to do that, we're definitely going to be a team that's going to be hard to beat. And I know that sometimes they will make it out to be where, some of the expansion teams do better. But we will kind of see how things play out. I fully don't expect to be in the playoffs the first season. We're going to push for them the second season, especially since we were able to have a couple of the stars. And with us having Steven Adams for that 1 year, I think it's something that we can definitely push for. But by the year 3, I definitely expect us to be a playoff contender. And by year 4 or 5, I definitely expect us to be a national title contender. And that's probably what when we will conclude this series. I want to be able to just build a championship team, and if y'all still enjoy it, if y'all still watch it, we'll continue with it. But by then, definitely NBA 2K 2020 will be out, and we will probably have a new series going. One with Zion still there, and so it won't be too much different, but it will be, a new team, a new city, a new location, maybe East Coast next time. That's where I currently live, but I just thought, Alaska was such a different team and different place. As Klay Thompson throws that one up, and I'm definitely gonna like playing with Klay Thompson. He's 4 or 5 from the field. I can literally drive and shoot it, and it's going to go in. You gotta love that. As Adam steals the pass right there, and he's gonna take it in, but he can't do what Klay Thompson does, and it's gonna be pretty much a turnover as it turns back the other way. They miss a wide open three. Eric Paschal is going to shoot that one. I think it's time to pull him out as Gallinari's just kind of taking him over and doing everything defensively, and that one hurts a lot as they just slam it home. Yep, I think it's time to call timeout. I think the coaches did it. Jacob Underwood over here, he's mad at his players. It's 71-56. I think it's time for us to get in some of our other players. Maybe put in Jay. He didn't see a lot this first half. And then we have, I'm going to put Bol back in as he's played exceptionally well. Jay has 2 points and 7 assists. I mean, this guy is just passing. We just got to get him more involved with scoring the basket. As Shabazz drives it there and scores. He has 4 points. So not a lot of dominance by one player. It seems to be spread out quite a bit. Alex Prethorus has 10. Bol has 10. Klay Thompson has 9. Just an all-around good effort by this team. The Lumberjacks are definitely trying to chop down those trees and take out the biggest competition. That is going to be our motto. We're going to chop down the trees that are the national or the NBA contenders, and hope that we can kind of build a dynasty here up the road from Golden State. Klay Thompson, he's a little bit wide open. I'm going to take that three. He's going to hit it. Klay Thompson is definitely one of those players that is going to be dangerous for any team facing him, especially on the catch and shoot, which is what I like to do, especially with the threes. You'll see a lot of corner catch and shoots. I usually use a lot of players that are really good at that shot. It's one of the more difficult shots to hit. I definitely want to see more out of Jay in the second half. More driving, more scoring, as he's been the one to pass the rock as he throws it away there and causes a turnover. And they're able to capitalize. So again, guys, if y'all enjoy the series, I know we're very young into this. Definitely like, subscribe. Let me know what other games you might like to see. I am trying to work on the NCAA 14, doing a team there, because I like the recruiting aspect of it, as Klay Thompson completely misses pretty much a wide open layup, especially for him, and Bol is going to draw the foul. And I am going to work on an NCAA 14, football 14. I might be working on a Madden, especially with the new Madden coming out here soon. I might be doing a league there as well, or dynasty mode, as they have really turned up how they do things, and I like how they make. I like how they've really taken the dynasty mode and added so much more to it. I really would like a football game that's kind of like this 2K where they just put so much attention to detail, the scoring, the injury history, all of that attention to detail, the storylines for the recruits, um, being able to bring them in and look at them. I really think that would be something great. We're at halftime here at the Sprint Center in Alaska, as the Lumberjacks try and become the new dynasty. Golden State didn't come out of nowhere. They drafted their talent, and that's what we are trying to do. We want to build through the draft. We want to definitely, keep these players here, be able to develop players in a way that, maybe we can, somebody like Bobo in the second round, be able to make him into a superstar so that we can, develop him, get a couple years out of him, get good play out of him before he wants a max contract. Aubrey's going to go to the line. He's going to shoot it. He's going to make it here. They're gaining on us. It's 76 to 67. They've been able to kind of catch up. I think this is where you're going to definitely see what this team is made of in the second half. They came out to such a fast start. Now we're going to have to try and finish that way, as Jay has just had such a rough start. As you see him just turn it over there, it popped out of his hands. He goes after it, steps on the line. It's a turnover, and that's hard, especially for the third overall pick that was traded to us. And it makes you wonder, was it a good trade? Will we see Jay be what he was at Murray State, that 25, 30-point game per game, as he's only got 2 points and 9 assists? I mean, he's playing a good point guard right now. He's being able to pass the rock, find open shots as he finds him there. Ojale hits the three, and Jay picks up his 10th assist. He's definitely playing really well at the point guard position, and that's all you can really ask for, as Klay Thompson has really just kind of risen to the stardom point there as he scores another 2. So now it's 81 to 70. I don't know what he's doing. He's crossing up the ghost over there, trying to figure out how to get around him. And he passes it to Terrell, who just slams it home. And Montez Harrell, he was one of those players that it took a while for him to develop in the NBA, but he's definitely turning it around now, and playing pretty well. Thompson, so excited, so happy with him. Let me know in the comments section, when you guys started your MyLeague player, what big name star did you bring in? Did you bring in Klay Thompson? Did you bring in Kevin Durant? And how did they affect your team? Because like I said, we want to develop through the draft. We don't want to just keep bringing in free agents and hope that we win a national title that way. We want to win a national title with our own guys in-house, kind of like Golden State and Oklahoma were able to do when they drafted a lot of the stars and built them up and then traded them for more picks. Prethris is going to go to the line. He has 10 points. He's played pretty well, starting at power forward for us today. He misses the first one, and the second one, I start to give him some compliments, and he shows me why he isn't playing well today, and Morant is going to bring it up. We so need to see some more out of Morant, and we just haven't seen it yet. Maybe Alexander's just got him defensively locked down. I don't know, but it seems like he's having trouble in this game being able to blow by, as Prethris gets that from Klay Thompson and lays it in. They're going to bring it up. Alexander's trying to get around. passes to Hero. He gets around, and then we have Alexander again. Come on. Oh yeah, come on. Oh, and then I back off. He hits a wide open two because I backed off. So now it is 83 to 79. I'm going to do probably one more possession and then call a timeout. I think we kind of need to regroup here. Especially if oh, Jay Morant hits it. And that's what that's what we're looking for. That's what we want out of him. The smart plays, the smart looks, and being able to take the smart shots. So looks like they're bringing in some substitutions. Isaiah Thomas coming in for Klay Thompson. I doubt that's going to last long. And then Beasley's coming in for Prethris. Here gets Thomas. Oh, Thomas gets the rebound. Beasley's going to drive it in and then slam it home and the and one. Guys, Beasley's career might be getting the CPR here in Alaska, as it seems like he is starting to revive his career and being able to slam it home and be that flight that we needed. And we'll just kind of see how he develops as Thomas guards Alexander here. And he's wide open as Morant leaves him wide open. He brings in the rebound. That's his first rebound in the NBA. He's going to drive it up and pass it off to Beasley as Beasley puts it in again. Oh my gosh. They're going to call timeout. They got to recoup. We went on a little bit of a tear there as Beasley came in and provided that spark. He misses this shot there. Good defense from Thomas. This team seems to be very defensively inclined as Thomas gets the pass and puts it in. It's 92 to 79. We are in the third quarter. I mean, that's just so much scoring, so much defensive prowess by this team. But it's still very close. The Clippers are a very good team. And I think you can kind of see them continue to try and take it to us as we continue down this road. As Shabazz gets the lucky roll and it goes in. Also, guys, if there's any other games, like I said, I just got a PS4. I'm working through some of the games. I really like some of the sports games, so I'm playing them right now. If there's any other games for the PS4 computer, anything that y'all would like to see me play or see what we can do, you just let me know. I'll see about getting them. And like I said, it's been about 5 or 6 years. I haven't played a lot of games, but I was wanting to do, kind of press rewind, go back, play some of the games that I missed throughout the years. And record them for you guys. I used to be such a big gamer. I played a lot of PC games and sports games growing up, and before it became a thing to put them on YouTube, I played all the time. And now that it's a thing to put it on YouTube and Twitch and everything like that, I just felt that it was time to kind of start recording some of that and being able to show you guys and build this story with you guys and see how these players develop. I think another one that like I said, that I'm really excited about being able to do is the NCAA franchise. I'm really hoping that some point they will make another football game, even if it's just other players that they don't use the names or the likeness. Just give us a game. Like we like the recruiting. We'll make up our own storylines. We'll make up our own rosters that look like the players, and just like they did here for the NBA or Madden or the old NCAA 14. They still think there's like a roster update each year. So just give us another game. That's all we really care about, and I will definitely be getting that set up soon. It's just now I have to get a PS3 for it, so it makes it a little bit harder. Um, no one's down in the block to help me. Harrison's gonna put it up in the end, as he has 6 in this game. He's providing a pretty good backup as shooting guard. Klay Thompson is still our main guy, as Beasley can't stop him there. He puts it up and in. One of the coolest things about this this game is the NBA player downloads, where there's such a big creation of logos and teams and uniforms and players. People really put a lot of time and effort into this, and I did not make the logo for this one, but I did use it from one of the users, and you could tell that he went through and designed quite a few of them. Like I said, I will pin it in the description box so that you guys can see it and will be able to find him, because he has quite a few of them. I think he has dragons, coyotes, quite a few of them. So we will get going here as they're starting to come back once again. Probably another possession. I'm going to call a timeout if things don't get going. See if this corner shot will go, and it don't fall this time, as Alexander is really just taking it to us. We have no answer for him. Isaiah Thomas, I don't know how well he's going to continue to play for us, so I'm hoping Shamari Pons will be able to develop pretty quickly, because it looks like Thomas is more of a pass point guard too, and Jay seems to be more of a pass point guard as well. And I think I'm going to take a timeout after that easy basket there. And they're going to be up and in as Harrison hits that one. Maybe if y'all want to see it live, maybe once we get to the off season, I can do a stream and we can go live for the off season. I will see about that, see about working on that. I just haven't ever gone live as Prethorus slams that one down. Here's the replay, guys. I mean, just right over him. And he has 18 points. I mean, that is just, really well played. I'm telling you right now, when I signed him, I knew he was good at defense. And there's another fast point. These rookies are just lighting it up, guys. And these young players are lighting it up. But, when I signed Prethorus, I knew he was good at defense. I knew he was good at rebounding. I know there was a lot of people that kind of questioned me signing him, especially with, Jonas Jericho on and a couple other, really well power forwards, Derek Favors, Trey Lyles, things like that, or people like that. I know that y'all questioned it, quite a few. But Prethorus, he's kind of like one of those hidden gems in the game. Like he really can move, he can play, he can shoot, he can defend. And if I know that I personally have had problems playing against Zion Williamson. If anybody has problems playing with Zion Williamson, try Prethorus. Try just playing Prethorus against him. You can usually get him in the free agency. Not a lot of people keep him on their team, especially when you do expansion teams. I think one of the first times I played him, I kept Zion to like 10 points. which is a win in my book. But let me know how you guys have played when it comes to playing against Zion. Right now, he is making waves with one dunk in the Summer League. Again, I'm a Kentucky fan, so there is that deep hatred for Duke players and Duke, but Zion Williamson is a once in a lifetime type prospect. So he's definitely worth the #1 pick. He's definitely worth the caliber of player that he is. And Harrison's going to draw this one up as they get a backcourt. Harrison playing well defense there. And I think they're going to bring in some other people. Shabazz, Horton, and Prethris going in. That's 22 for him. I mean, I would probably have to give him the player of the game. He's played really well. Beasley's another one. He's played just really well coming off the bench. I'm very happy with this team. We got about a minute left. We almost scored 160 points. I mean, I'm just really happy with how well this team has played and how well things have turned out to be. As Prethris again is going to put it up wide open under the basket. Yeah, I'm really happy with how they played. I'm really happy with how they were able to match up with the Clippers. Like I said, the Clippers were a playoff team, and they definitely will be a playoff team this year. Again, Prethris is wide open. I'm not going to force the issue too much. But y'all will know that I just like to not really run the score up, but pat the stats. I like my bench players being able to get playing time, being able to get some points. And that's all you can really ask for. Oh, and I look away again for 1 second, and they just drive it. Y'all probably will never see that. I will cut that out of there. Things happen when you're recording. Sometimes you got to look away, and then you look back and you're like, oh yeah, I was playing a game. So, Anchorage, we have opened up the NBA in Alaska in a really good way as as we win 161 to 126. We beat a playoff team. Let me know what y'all thought. Let me know what you thought of the first game. Thank you guys for being here. I'm going to go through the box score. But let me know what y'all thought of everything. The uniforms, the arena, the players, who you like on the team, who you don't like on the team, who's playing well, who's not playing well. I'm kind of disappointed on Isaiah Thomas. Didn't play as well as what I thought he was going to. But Jay Morant kind of made up for it in the fourth quarter. And Klay Thompson, I mean, what more can be said about him? Just a great player. We're going to go through the box score as Bol dunks it down there. So Alex Prethris had 24 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, and 1 block. He is 12 of 15 from the field. I mean, only missed 3 shots. I mean, 23 minutes, so more than a point a minute. Just really great play by him. Then Beasley's got it, 19 minutes, 18 points, 4 rebounds, 6 of 8 from the field, 6 of 9 from the free throw line, able to draw the fouls. Again, I really think we might see his NBA career revive here. It kind of fell off in Miami, got in a lot of trouble, but he's able to come to Alaska and kind of turn things around. He's going to be one of those players that I really like in playing with. I like his story. I like that he's had problems everywhere else. It seems like he's found his fit here. Klay Thompson was 16, 16 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks, 7 of 11, 2 of 3. just all around really good play. Bol is really surprising. 14 points, 5 rebounds, and 1 block. Again, really good play from him. Ajale with 13, Adams with 13 and 10 and 6. He almost had a triple-double. 3 steals, 2 blocks. Not much can be said. I'd like to see a little bit more points out of him, but with the points coming from Beasley and Prethris, I don't think that's too much to ask for, especially Bol again 14-2. And then Pashville, he gives us 12. Going to be a good player to kind of develop. I think he's going to be somebody that can kind of step in for that small forward. Maybe he'll be starting maybe towards the end of the year, just to kind of see how everybody develops. Jay Morant with 10, 2, and 15. I'd like to definitely see more points from him, but the assist is right on point. Tyson Chandler with 10 and 10. Horton with 9 and 5, and that's what you really want to see with Tyson Chandler, 10 and 10. If he can give me a double-double a game, I mean that's great. Give me 2 blocks too. Harrison got 8 and 5. Isaiah 7 and 6. Like I said, I'm kind of discouraged by Isaiah. I know he hit 1 wide open three, but you know, being the guy that we kind of brought in to back up and mentor Jay, it's definitely a little different to see. Shabazz only was 7 and 5. Didn't see a lot of shots, but he did make most of them. Also, look at the Clippers. Harrell has 24, Alexander 20, Williams 18, Gallinari 17. So pretty evenly matched for them. They don't really have that superstar yet. And that will wrap up our first game. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for allowing me to do this and to share my journey in Alaska with you guys. We are in Alaska. We are the Lumberjacks, and we are going to continue to chop down those trees and hopefully move up into the play. We have the Warriors coming up. I think that would be a really good one to show you guys. So I might play it too, just because Klay Thompson. And then we have the Nuggets, the Blazers, the Timberwolves, and the Raptors. The Raptors won it last year. I don't know if they still have Kawhi on here or not. They do, so. And then the Golden State Warriors have Steph Curry, Jacob Evans, Andre Iguodala, and Draymond Green. So most of them are still in place. We just took one of their main pieces, but it looks like they filled it in. So on the next episode, we will definitely be playing the Golden State Warriors. I want to see how we match up with them, and see how they play and match up with us as well. So until next time, guys, y'all take care. Let me know what y'all think. Please like and subscribe. Turn on your notification bells, and we will definitely be back soon with another episode in our MyLeague expansion with the Anchorage Lumberjacks. Y'all have a great day.